All local, all morning. You're watching Fox 61 Morning News.
First at 6, if you're driving to your Thanksgiving Day destination, expect some company out there on the roads. What you can do to stay safe and alert.
Plus, folks, will also hit the rails this holiday weekend, so we have live team coverage all morning long for you. Fox 61's Glenn Goodall, Priscilla Meza, and Rachel Piscatelli are standing by with everything you can expect.
First, though, we want to say good morning and happy Wednesday. It's the day before Thanksgiving.
Yes.
A lot going on, so we're glad you're checking in with us here at Fox 61 and Fox 61 Plus, America Areas.
And I'm Bridget Bugorla with the holiday around the corner. Weather is top of mind. It's a warm day ahead for us today. There is a chance of rain tonight for all those flying, but our Thanksgiving forecast looks nice, dry with some chilly temperatures. Rachel Piscatelli, will there be some sunshine mixed in?
It's going to be a chilly one, that's for sure, for tomorrow.
Okay.
Today, a warm one, though, on tap. Temperatures right now are anywhere from 13 to about 25 degrees warmer than this time yesterday. So we're sitting around 54 degrees in Hartford, 55 in New Haven, near 50 in Torrington, and 54 in Willimantic. Sunshine will be limited today, but that's not the case for tomorrow. This front is actually draped across much of the Midwest this morning. It is pretty chilly in Chicago, and we are going to continue to see this march in our direction. And so while the bulk of the rain is actually going to push through tonight, we did off some showers last night as well. There could be maybe 1 or 2 locations that deal with a light shower this morning and afternoon under mostly cloudy skies. But the trend for today is mostly dry, 56 degrees at noontime and into the upper 50s in cloudy skies for this evening. You'll see that rain chance continues to increase. It's not completely zero as we head into 5, even 6 o'clock, but the opportunity for rain that pushes through after about 8, 9 o'clock tonight for areas across the state. So town by town today, 58 in Branford, near 60 in Haddam, southeastern Connecticut in the mid to upper 50s. You'll likely be able to go for a walk later on today too. Heading for the day tomorrow, though, it is breezy. We're going to start off in the upper 30s to right around 40 degrees with our high temperatures getting up into the mid 40s. But when you factor in the wind that will be out there, it's going to feel like the 30s for much of the day. We'll talk about where we go from here, your full 7-day coming up. As we check in with the roads this morning, if you're heading out now, largely quiet across the state with a few exceptions like over in Fairfield County this morning where we're seeing our standard delays over by Bridgeport. We also have this overturned vehicle this morning, so heads up for folks on the westbound side of 84 out by 15 and 14. Although this doesn't look like causing any significant delays in the area, you'll look at that drive time to the state lines this morning, which is about 57 minutes. New Haven to New York is 57 as well. New Haven to Rhode Island is around 68. Hartford and Massachusetts around 40. Over to you.
Rachel, thanks. It is the day before Thanksgiving. This morning, millions of travelers are out there. They're on the move, heading to places all across the country.
And AAA says this will be one of the busiest Thanksgiving travel weeks in years, especially on the roads. Fox 61's Priscilla Meza is live in Branford this morning with what drivers should expect. And Priscilla, with it being dry right now, it's probably best to leave earlier in the day than later, right?
Yeah, good morning, Bridget and Erica. Right now I'm here at a rest stop along I-95, and it's pretty quiet out here, but AAA says that is going to be changing throughout the day. And really, it seems like it's the calm before the storm because AAA is anticipating about 864,000 Connecticut residents to travel for Thanksgiving, and most of them will be hitting the roads. So if you are one of them, gas is a few cents higher than last year, but that's not stopping people from planning their trips. And travel experts are urging drivers to get their vehicles ready now. That's very important to check your tires, brakes, fluid levels, and make sure your winter emergency kit is updated just in case. Now, they say there's not much time left to prep, and AAA also thinks traffic may end up even heavier than expected. After the recent government shutdown led to air travel issues, a lot of travelers switched from flying to driving, so we could see more cars on the road than usual. Now, the busiest times to avoid today is from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. and AAA recommends heading out early and even considering some alternate routes to keep moving. And most importantly, stay alert, be patient, and move over for anyone stopped on the shoulder. So if you are hitting the road, give yourself plenty of extra time and plan ahead because this quiet scene is not going to be lasting long. Live at Bradford, Priscilla Meza, Fox 61.
Right. pray, pack your patience, plan ahead, and just stay alert on the roads. Today is the deadliest day on the roads for traveling, so keep that in mind. Let's now go to Fox 61's Glenn Kittle live at New Haven Station with everything that's shaping up over there.
Yeah, Glenn, AAA is saying that there's a huge increase in people using public transportation this year.
Yeah, good morning, Bridget, Erica. It's about a 4% bump year over year of people using public transport, which is the biggest bump percentage-wise than any other form of travel that we've seen this year. Now, right here at Union Station, so far in the first hour, not a lot of traffic of people rolling through here on the trains, but we're going to take a look at the train departures right here. So you can see about 8 trains are going to be departing in the next hour, but notice the times right here is how they kind of spread out. 7 o'clock, that's when we start to see a lot of the trains start to bump up, a lot more traffic, more frequency of trains, and more people rolling through Union Station as it goes on. Now, AAA estimates that you brought up, it's estimated a 4% increase over last year for the train travel and bus travel. And another form of travel that is seeing a bump of travelers, surprisingly enough, cruise ships. That's seeing a 4% bump as well year over year. Now, in total, it's estimated 18,000 Connecticut residents are going to choose those 3 modes of transportation to get to their Thanksgiving dinner tables or vacation spots. Now, we're checking out the numbers regionally. It looks like more than 60,000 New Englanders will be choosing other forms of transportation this year over the traditional car or airplane. Now, John Pasquarelli is heading down to the city in Stamford, and he says he noticed the increase in travelers on public transportation.
Yeah, a lot of people are using public transportation due to travel. You know, there's a lot of work on the highways now, our great state that we have. They've been fixing a lot of the potholes and, you know, rearranging 95, so it's easier for people to take public transportation.
Now, in the grand scale of all of this, AAA estimates that 2.5 million people are going to be traveling over the holiday weekend. That's an over 8% increase year over year, and another record-breaking travel year for the Thanksgiving holiday. Live from Union Station in New Haven, Glenn Kittle, Fox 61.
All right, Glenn, thanks so much. Good to see a lot more people are using the train. Hopefully everybody stays safe. Well, meantime, at 6:07 tonight is one of the busiest nights of the year for local bars. At the Corner Tavern in Naugatuck, the owner there, Tara Murdo, says that they start to see the crowd build as soon as colleges come home from break. And she adds that they bring in extra staff. They closely watch how much people are drinking to keep everyone safe.
We do monitor people's drinking to make sure that they are not drinking to an extent that they're going to go and drive and possibly hurt somebody else. We will call the cops on them if they are inebriated and will not give up their keys or call an Uber to us. I don't have a problem doing that, and neither do any of my bartenders.
CTDOT says it's important to have a clear plan before any drinking begins. They suggest you designate a sober driver or plan to take a taxi, rideshare, or public transportation home.
6:08 now. If you prefer to drink at home with family or by yourself, make sure you buy before the stores close today. It is illegal for package and grocery stores to sell alcohol on the holiday. With that said, if a bar or restaurant is open on Thanksgiving, you can have a drink at these places, but you can't take it with you, so keep that in mind. The state law is against off-premise sales. It is legal to buy products from licensed cannabis stores on Thanksgiving if they're open. Also, sports betting in person and online is allowed, along with online gaming.
We are now just one day away from the 89th running of the Manchester Road Race. New this morning, the Road Race Committee says 12,385 runners and walkers have registered for the race. Of course, registration ended last night, so if you didn't register, you are out of luck this year, but make sure you do it early next year. Of course, you can always watch the race right here on Fox 61.
And I believe that number is a little higher than last year, so great to see that, especially with the weather looking good tomorrow. Our live team coverage starts 9 a.m. Thanksgiving morning. Our team will be there in downtown Manchester, covering it all from start to finish along the race route. We'll also be streaming our race coverage on Fox 61 Plus. You can download it on your TV and watch for free. You can also head over to fox61.com/MRR for all of your road race resources for race day. And a reminder for you, the day after the race, Friday, that's the day for the Ray Crothers Blood Drive. It happens each and every year. It will be held from 8:30 a.m. until 2:30 p.m. at Manchester High School. Manchester Road Race officials urge all runners, walkers, volunteers, and those watching to donate a pint. If you do want to donate, you're asked to make an appointment, but walk-ins are also welcomed. We have more information about the blood drive on our website, fox61.com.
A local food bank has really stepped up ahead of Thanksgiving to offer more than just perishable food to families. Now, the Friendly Hands Food Bank expanded its facility in recent months because of the increase of the need in the community. When the bank reopened its doors, organizers say more families have been signing up for help.
Over the last month, we have signed up at least over 250 new families. And with everything that's been going on in the economy and SNAP and all of that, unfortunately, we're seeing a very big rise in clients.
The Friendly Hands Food Bank has served more than 10,000 people in need for more than 2 decades. It's run entirely by donations, and organizers say they are so thankful for the community support.
6:10 now. Today, Bridgeport Hospital will mark a milestone in the fight against hunger. It will serve its 20,000th donation at its mobile food pantry, and the effort began 6 years ago. And the hospital partners with Connecticut Food Share. Around 200 families are served at each distribution site. Organizers say today's mobile food pantry will open at 9 in the morning.